Hi everyone, my name is Emily Fred and I'm a dairy educator for Penn State Extension. I'm located in Union County in Pennsylvania. I cover most of the central area of the state and I do a lot of work with milk quality. So today I'm going to be going over how to use a California Mastitis Test. These are super easy to use and a great tool to see which quarter has high somatic cell. So you can order this off Amazon, you can get it, through your local dealer, whoever, and they're a super easy tool. So what comes in a kit, you have your test paddle, and then you have your CMT solution, which you do have to dilute. So you fill up until this line, and then you fill the rest with water and shake. So this will get you a lot of bottles worth. So basically, I would suggest using this on all your fresh cows before you put them into the tank. So you do have to wait 3 to 4 days after they freshen in for this test to be accurate. You don't want any transition milk. But this gives you a good idea of how your dry treatment's working and if you are having any cows come in with high somatic cell. If you're waiting for your DHIA test to come back, you're waiting too long. That cow could be 20 days of milk by the time the DHIA test comes back. I would also be using this on any cow that comes back with a high somatic cell on your DHIA test to determine which quarter it's coming from. So any cow with a somatic cell over 200,000 has at least one high quarter. So if you want to determine which quarter to culture or which quarter to treat, you should be using this to determine which one. So once you have your solution made, go out to the barn and prep your cow like you would normally. So you're going to pre-dip, strip, all that good stuff. Remember, the first few strips of milk, that has your highest concentration of somatic cells. So you want to do this after you prep your cow. You're going to put in an equal amount of milk as you do CMT solution and then swirl it around. And you want to do this pretty quickly. You don't want to let it just sit there. So to determine how high the somatic cell count is in each quarter, you're going to be looking for a thickening of the solution and a gel formation. So there are instructions that come in the box that are really helpful to determine how high the somatic cell count truly is. So a negative cow, so a cow who's under 200,000, there's going to be no thickening of the solution, no gel formation. And then they go up and say a trace cow, so a cow between 150 and 500,000, you're going to have slight thickening of the solution start. And then you have a weak cow, so between 400,000 and 1.5 million, and you're going to have some really more distinct thickening but no gel yet. Once you get to distinct, so that's going to be 800,000 to 5 million, that's when you're going to start seeing that gel formation. It's going to look really goopy and gross. And then a strong cow who's going to be over 5 million, you're going to see very strong gel formation, almost masses forming within the CMT paddle. In the video shown before, I would say this cow is in that trace category, so slightly above 200,000. That milk was starting to slightly thicken when we put that CMT solution in. And remember, you want to look within the first 10 to 20 seconds after you start swirling, because the reaction doesn't last forever. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at evf5337@psu.edu. Thank you.